Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Black Girls Den. I'm your girl Sheree.
And I'm Alicia.
So today, guys, we are going to be talking about some really juicy stuff. So start out with, as we always do, is our Den diaries. So we are going to be discussing first what we have on, and as y'all know, I'm a Sheen Queen. So I have on my little fuzzy jumpsuit with this little jacket thing to match it. So yeah, it's my
That's
outfit.
cute.
Cute.
I have this jean shirt on. I'm a Walmart girly, so just a short jean shirt. Got some leggings on. Really can't remember where I got them from, but I got this fur because I'm trying to end out the summer with the all white. And yeah, I be wearing it because that's the only time I can wear it is in the wintertime. So it's a little cute little outfit and house shoes.
Yeah, so we're over here just trying to be cozy. That's what we're all about. Is the Den is to create a safe space so you single ladies can share your experiences and relate to ours as well. So also we want to get into our past week. We both traveled. So Alicia, where did you go to?
I went to Baltimore and DC. It was my friend's birthday, and I went and I celebrated her. So funny, I was actually on spring break, so it worked out. That's good. And we went to like an R&B night. It was like a nice space. Oh, it was the Howard Theater. The Howard Theater
Nice.
in DC. Ciao. And then we went to an African party. She's African, so we went to like an African club basically, and there was supposed to be a Ghanaian performer. He didn't perform, so I don't know. He was just there. And then we went to brunch. We tried some new brunch spots. And cool fact, the brunch place, it was nice. It was chill. It wasn't a hole in a wall, but it's like you wouldn't know that it was there kind of. It's called the Avenue or something. And so there was like music playing, there was a DJ and stuff like that. So it was really cool eating food, and you could still hear the conversation stuff like that. It wasn't too much on the ears. And then we met the owner, and he was like, "Oh, if y'all come back, let us know." And then shots on me. I was like, "Dang, too bad I do not live here because I would have went back."
Right.
And then we also met the curator of the R&B 90s event thing when we went to the bar. So that was cool. And then we went to like this vendor shop. Oh, I meant to bring my sunglasses today. We went to this vendor shop, and it was like all women for Women's History Month. Yeah, so we did that, and I got like some cute shades and stuff like that. And there was like people walking around and just selling their merch and different things like that. So that was my trip that I could think about. It was fun.
And if you guys have traveled anywhere, make sure y'all comment in the section below and tell us where y'all have traveled to or where you are going to travel to, because as we know, by the time this airs, we've already been on spring break, but also we're starting to slowly approach into the summertime. So yeah, I actually did not go anywhere hot either. I went to Colorado, went to Aspen. That has been on my bucket list for years now. Aspen was amazing. I have a friend that lives up there. I also went to Denver, which they were like completely opposite, but I got to see the whole 9 yards. People skiing, snowboarding. I didn't do any of that because I was scared.
You were scared.
Yeah, I was terrified. Everybody kept asking me if I was going to ski. I was like, no. They had an Audi World Tournament going on. I was like, child, these people are well experienced.
Okay.
Yeah, top of the line. I won't be out there with them. I'll watch. I went to the gondola, but they were actually having a blizzard during the time I was up there. So it was crazy. Like they had to shut down certain stuff while I was up there. But they ended up getting like 15 or 16 inches of snow, which we live in Kentucky, so we don't really see that huge accumulation of snow like that. We only get maybe like 4 or 5 inches at max. So that was crazy. And then my friend lives on the very top of Mount Elbert, so that was like an experience. Yeah, and we just went around and he toured me and showed me different places. So overall, I had a really good time. I was there though.
You didn't talk about Nicki Minaj.
Oh yeah, I did. That was one of the highlights of the trip. Yes. I went to the Nicki Minaj concert in Denver. She performed at Bowl Arena, so that was definitely lit. Shout out to any of you guys that live out in Denver if you're watching this. But yeah, she performed. Monica was there as well. She performed. I had a great time.
I've seen Monica. I haven't seen Nicki Minaj though. But also, do y'all like our new what are these called?
Pampas grass.
Pampas grass, they're orange. Like, do y'all like our setup? Like, let us know. We trying to bring it up, liven it up for y'all. So I just have to let y'all know, and I had to ask y'all if y'all liked it. So yeah. What I was gonna say though, about even our trips, like we want to share that it's really important. Like, we single with no kids, as we stated kind of before. So it's like embrace your singleness, travel, go around. Like you don't always have to have a friend to go with. You don't always have to go with the man or whatever. You can go if you have friends in different states. Go, go see them. Even if it's a concert or something like that, or like someone that you want to see, like y'all know Meg is about to go on tour. Y'all want to go see her, go book that flight. Now some of them are going to be already sold out by the time y'all look, but just go and like have fun. If you have the money, like go travel, go see the world. Like you're not going to get this time back. So travel is something that's real big in our lives that we do a lot, that we enjoy. So we will be talking about like more travel and stuff throughout it. So we just wanted to like share it with y'all and what's going on. And that's basically what Den Diaries is, just talk about like what's going on in our life. So yeah, I wanted to share that with y'all. Let us know if y'all going on a trip or if y'all on a trip when y'all listening to this.
Yes, definitely.
And the episode we'll be talking about is about dating. And so we thought it would be kind of cool to talk about like dating, doing like a this or that. So we're just going to ask each other, like, what would you prefer? And y'all, in the comments, make sure y'all comment below to tell us which one you would prefer. So yeah, do you want to start or?
Oh, you can start. Yeah.
Okay. So the first one is a romantic dinner at home or a fancy restaurant.
That's a hard one because I love going out trying new food places.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say a fancy restaurant because, baby, in order for a romantic dinner to be popping at home, I'm gonna need for candles to be out, and people I've dated, they have not been that creative.
Okay. I am so horrible at this or that. So, because I'll be like, it depends on what it is. Like, I'm really not a fancy restaurant person because they're giving you 2 ounces of meat, okay? But like romantic dinners, like they could be sweet, but I think a romantic dinner would be something like a Valentine's Day or and instead at home, So that's hard because a romantic dinner on a beach, you could see me, okay? But just for like the vibes or something like that, like you want to get out and dress up and be nice. I would probably say a fancy restaurant, and especially if I don't have to pay. Oh, exactly. So the next one is movie night in or night out dancing.
It just depends on my mood, but preferably I'm gonna say movie night at home.
What, really? That's surprising. I love dancing. Like I love music and stuff like that. Movie nights in are kind of cool, but I don't know. When I go to movies, like I want to go out to movies and stuff like that. I don't always want to watch movies at in. So I would say a night out dancing, but y'all, I really don't be out like that. Even though these last 2 have been outside, but I would say night out dancing because I like the different music. I like Afro beats. You dance. I like the jazz. I like going. So I would say a night out dancing. Okay. Celebrating anniversaries with grand gestures or quiet evenings together.
I honestly feel like it depends on how long we've been together. So maybe anniversaries with grand gestures because I think getting gifts is one of my love languages.
Oh, it is? Okay. Yeah, I would say celebrating anniversaries with grand gestures as well because what's a quiet evening for a celebration? Oh.
Probably just chilling at home, having like maybe a romantic dinner, watching movies or something.
Oh, well, no. To celebrate an anniversary?
Yeah, it says quiet evenings together, so that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I know. So I don't want to celebrate an anniversary being quiet.
Right. Exactly. No, we celebrating,
10 years, baby. Okay. Like, I need grand gestures. I need the yacht. I need the beach. I need to be at home. I'm at home every other day, child. So yeah, grand gestures. Planning dates together or taking turns surprising each other.
I really like both of those, to be honest, but I think planning dates because I'm a planner. Like I like an itinerary.
Period. Me too. I'm like, I don't know if I want to surprise somebody because, baby, surprising is hard because you gotta be quiet, hush, mobility. Can't say this, be giving everything away, child. That takes too much work. I can't see the simplest in it, and I'm a planner too. So like, if my man was to surprise me, I would be like, because you'd be like, okay, do I need this? Do I need this? Do I need that? So I think planning dates together would be like better. Like we plan dates together. But I'm also like, I like spontaneity. So like, it's cool. Like it could be like a spontaneous planned date.
If he didn't know I had something not planned for like a weekend, and he's just like, hey, let's go to Florida, like get in the car like early in the morning. Maybe I wouldn't be opposed to doing something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, but like, like that's kind of a surprise. But I don't know about taking turns and surprising each other. Like, okay, this, okay, that, and that's a lot of mental. Like, okay, where we going? Let's just go. Yeah. So I agree. So discussing future plans early or taking things as they come.
I'm kind of a little bit of both. I think I'm more on the fence of taking things as they come. I like to see how things are gonna go on collectively. Like I don't like to rush into things too much anymore. Honestly,
anymore.
I did before, and I'm always give people the benefit of the doubt. I'm like, no, y'all
can't
disappoint me out here.
Okay,
men, okay.
You can discuss future plans early for real. So I'm gonna probably say no. Take things as they come. I feel like this is kind of hard because like even like when I think of discussing future plans, I think like women be like, I want to get married, I want to get married. I'm not telling nobody I want to get married. Like I'm not saying like I want to marry you early. Exactly. I want to get married, but I don't want to marry you. And so then taking things as they come, that's also hard because it's like, so what are we doing, Exactly. So when it says discussing future plans early or taking things as they come, that one is really hard for me. And
I'm just a little bit of both.
Yeah, I don't know which one because it also depends on like what future plans. Like I want to do this, I want to do that, and maybe discussing future plans because like that don't mean that my plans are with you. Exactly. So and then like because taking things as they come, I don't really know how to do that. As like I said, I'm a planner, so I don't know how to take things as they come. I know how to like speak on what I am, but I'm also not a person that like rushes into anything. So I'd probably say discussing future plans early in a sense that like if we start talking about different things and our stuff don't align, I'm out of here. So peace out. So yeah, let us know what you all think about our this or that. Let us know in the comments which ones y'all think we crazy, which ones are right. Hopefully you all enjoyed the this or that segment for dating.
So, ladies, we are actually going to be discussing an episode that we watched on Penny Proud. As you guys know, that's what this season is all about. So, the next episode we're talking about is when she had a crush on, I don't remember what the guy's name is, but I know the episode is called Easy Jackster. If y'all want to watch that. So basically, Penny Proud had a crush on someone from school. So we're just going to be talking about how it was growing up dating. Did we have any experiences dating while we were in middle school, high school, and even going into college, and how that's kind of shaped our moral compasses for adulthood, basically. And if y'all have any experiences, please comment below and let us know how y'all have dealt with dating as well when you were younger. You can go first.
Okay.
So how was your dating life in school, like middle school, high school?
It'd be like, what dating life? Okay. That's what it'd be like. What? I feel like I had like a couple of crushes. I do really remember like in elementary school, I think like having a crush, or like maybe middle school, not really like elementary school. I think it was more middle school. The boy was so bad. I was like, child, he was bad. Yeah, he was bad. So I was like, I don't even know if I like somebody. It's just so bad. And so I don't know if it's like a crush is like just talking to people or something like that. But also I kind of like grew up in like it's not a family, like I grew up in church, so you're always around all these people, like all the same people. So I do see people like when you're around people, you get to like them or whatever. So I think I was just like, oh, he's cute. It wasn't no like I want to be with him. I truly didn't even understand like being with somebody, dating somebody at that young age. And then in high school, I don't really think that I don't know. I like people are cute. People are like, okay, but it's not like I was like, oh, I like you so much, something like that. I just feel like I was really in the books in those years, and so I didn't even really do much of like, oh, let me date. And so growing up, I think it was kind of just like focus on education, don't worry about boys, and like get your degree. So that's kind of why
you like morally established that. Do you think your parents kind of influenced that as well?
I think it was influenced by my parents and influenced by things. They'd be like, don't worry about no little boy, stuff like that. So I think it was influenced in that, but also like growing up and raised, it's like you get married, you have kids, like don't like date. And then also like it was never a conversation in my household. Because you know how some people are like, oh, I'll let somebody date at 15. And I'm like,
y'all never had the birds and the bees talk?
No, really? Never. No, never had it. And so that's what I'm saying. Like my friends, I knew they was dating and stuff like that. Like I knew she had a boyfriend and different things like that. I knew people was dating, but it wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna go tell my parents I have a boyfriend at 15. No, like, and it wasn't like, oh, you can't date at 18, which sometimes are crazy. I think my brothers might have had talked to people, but yeah, like that really wasn't a conversation in my household. But it was more like you get married, you have kids, like don't have sex till you're married, have kids after you married, and like build it. It was never not like, oh yeah, you could date, you could do this, you could do that. So then it was like going to promise, like, okay, this is like the first time it's like, okay, I gotta find a date and do different things like that because I didn't really date at all in high school or middle school or anything like that.
Do you think it's also because you moved around so much too? Like you weren't really in one school district for so long?
Yeah, I don't know if it was that either because I went to elementary and middle. Yeah, I don't even know honestly, like if it was like, oh, I like this boy, or I don't know if it was that or if I just kind of honestly wasn't focused on dudes.
Right.
Like in general, I played piano, I was in sports, so I don't even really know if I could even really wrap my head around it and being at home. So yeah, my life right now, like I'm too busy. So maybe it's just I've been busy all my life. I haven't even thought about it in high school and in middle school. Even in college, honestly, like I didn't think like, oh, let me go and find my husband, which I should have been thinking. I just was like, oh, I'm going to school, I'm gonna get married later. But it's quite different when you're 12 and thinking about 26-year-old, and then when you're like 21 thinking about 26. Like you didn't get so far away. It's like, oh, I have plenty of time to find somebody, something like that. So I think that's different. But no, like I really didn't like think about dating. I didn't think about kids. Like I knew I wanted to get married and have kids like by 26, but I'm past 26 and I'm still not married with no kids.
I think 26, 25 is such a young age. Even people are making like 30 be like the monuments of like, oh, I need to have all this done by that. 30 is still a young age too.
Yeah,
like, you don't have everything accomplished by then.
Yeah, and that's something to think about too, because it is like 26. It's like, okay, 26, 30, like you want to have your kids, and it's like, well, then what else are you doing with your rest of the life, So also, I think that kind of goes in it. So I think it was a little bit of like parents, like church culture and stuff like that. It was just like they weren't really on. It wasn't on the forefront of my mind to be like, oh, go find a man and go find a man. Now my aunts and stuff, my older aunts, they be like, oh, do you have a boyfriend? Do you have a boyfriend? I'm like, no, girl, I don't have no boyfriend. Do you have a man? Okay. So no. Oh, but you know probably what else reason why I didn't have no boyfriend? Because I knew when you had sex, you had babies. And I watched 16 and Pregnant, baby. That was my show. Like that's what I was watching in high school.
Life of American Teenager?
No, but I know like Amy had like got pregnant and stuff. Like I didn't really watch it that much, but I did know about it. But yeah, then I started watching 16 Pregnant and Teen Mom. I was like, baby, not me. Like
I think that's why they put them out there to really show like this is what happened.
Yeah, and so that's the thing though. People be like, oh no, y'all are promoting pregnancy now. These girls are doing whatever they're doing. Kaylin has 7 kids.
Oh really?
Kaylin, the one that was with Hobby, has 7 kids. God. And so like to me, no. Oh. 7 kids by
different people.
Every different one.
Oh Lord.
I believe so. Yes.
That's crazy.
Yes. But so even with that, like I think I was so scared because it's like, okay, you do have that. If you get pregnant, like what you gonna do? Which people are like, oh, I'm not gonna help with my kids, my grandkids, but like at the end of the day, like what really are you gonna do?
They're gonna help.
They have no choice. So I don't know if that's scary, but it's like, oh, I do not want to have a kid at no 16, 17 years old. And it's like I can't even really believe that these kids are like children and they're having kids. So that could be like something that I thought about as well too. Like, I don't want to get pregnant.
Right.
So no. And then but I think I've always been like, I want to get married, but it's like, okay, well, who are you looking for married? What I was saying before, it's like I could think you're cute all day long, but I think that I look into character a little bit more, and not trying to be funny or nothing, but like young boys don't have that good enough like they don't have good character. They're young. It's like I'm looking for a character. I'm looking for a nice man, and it's like these boys be mean, they be rude, but shoot, they grow up and they still the same. So I don't know, but yeah, I didn't already talk lots. I'll let you talk about your dating.
Well, my dating experience is kind of similar, but a little bit different. I think growing up in my childhood neighborhood, I definitely had a huge crush. You have like that little puppy love and whatever. Like that's how this person was. I actually had 2 of them. One was in like elementary school when I had my little first kiss on the playground. Yeah, I never really thought me and him were ever gonna work out. It was just innocent. And then
Mm-hmm.
after that, when I was like 8 or 9, I had like my little childhood crush in the neighborhood. Our grandparents' houses were like 2 houses away from each other, so he always came
Mm.
over to play. I always went over to his house to play. Went over to his grandma's house and stuff like that. So we also had like our little first kiss too. And obviously at that age, we were way too young to even know what sex was or anything. So that never even came to my mind. Um, but I guess throughout middle school, I did have crushes on people. I never dated because I went to the same school district, elementary school, middle school, and high school. So I knew like all the black people like in my neighborhood. And I don't know, for some reason I was never interested in dating them because I felt like they were like brothers to me. Like, because I knew
Oh.
their mamas, I knew their daddies and stuff like that. And my mom probably sometimes didn't want me to be, I guess, tied up with their families or something. So it was always like, don't date anybody that you go to school with. Like, I really
Mm.
never looked at them like that. You know, when outsider people came, I kind of like, okay, he's new, he's not from around here. But it was never to the point where like, oh, I'm on a date. Like you, I was terrified to have sex. My friends in high school, baby, they was having sex. Like, I don't know how none of them got pregnant, but they didn't.
Child.
A couple of them got close though.
That.
So yeah, I really truly didn't have my first boyfriend until my junior year. I was on a track team with these girls that used to go to our rival high school, and they introduced me to their friend one day when I went out to see them or whatever. And yeah, so basically, I ended up going to prom with him, well, junior prom, and then after that, we started kind of dating. So that was like my first boyfriend. Came up to the house. Of course, my parents were like, make sure when he comes over, there's no shut doors. Like,
Uh-huh.
when you go see him, you have to be back home by 11. Because at that point, I was
Mm-hmm.
like 16, 17. So I did have my own car and stuff like that. But yeah, they gave me the whole talk of like, be careful. Like, if you guys are going to have sex, make sure y'all use condoms. Child, we almost got close. We got very, very close. But I was so terrified. I was like, I'm way too young to be trying to do this. And I
Mm-hmm.
always thought to myself, like, he may not know what he's doing, and he gets me pregnant. So yeah, I was like, I'm gonna just
Mm-hmm.
wait.
Yeah, that's why because I never even told my parents that I even was talking to my life, so they wouldn't probably even have that conversation. But I do think
Right.
that people should have that conversation in a sense because then you're so young, you don't even really know
Right.
what that is or what's going on. And then,
Right.
but the first thing you hear is like, "Oh, snaps! I could be pregnant." You like
Right.
pregnant? Like what?
Exactly.
So that's kind of scary too. Thankfully, I ain't had no pregnancy scares.
Right.
But I don't know what
And
I'd have been doing if I had pregnancy scares. Okay. But yeah, but also I think growing up, like I said, not that it was like sheltering and different things like that. People were dating. I think it was like older people were dating. So
right.
I knew about marriage and I knew about dating, but it
Right.
wasn't like it was all in my face. Like, oh, but it's like, okay, you have a boyfriend, you have a boyfriend. But I'm just like, okay, like
Right.
you have a boyfriend, you have a boyfriend or something like that, and it's just like. But it wasn't really like, oh, but some people have like married their high school sweethearts and college
Oh
sweethearts,
yeah,
something like that.
absolutely.
That's just not
One of
my
my friends is
story.
married to her high school sweetheart. They're still together now.
Yeah, I'm like, that's just not my
Hmm.
story. So that's so
Me
sad.
either. I wanted to have the experience of dating new people
Oh
and
yeah, you
just figuring
did.
out what I wanted. Yeah, like I didn't want to be subjected to the same person. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. So some of you guys might have high school sweethearts out there, and that's perfectly a okay. Maybe if I go back in time, maybe I would have preferred that because all the dating experience I had in my adulthood was
Okay,
trash.
it's like baby, I should have
Maybe
got
like a
somebody in high
couple,
school.
exactly. Maybe only like 2 good relationships out of the whole sequence. So yeah.
I'm cracking up. So what do you think that you do now
Hmm.
looking for a man that has changed since when you were younger?
I would say I definitely don't give them as much of a benefit of the doubt. I think
Period.
when I was younger, I kind of just went with the flow. It was like, oh, let me see how this person is. Like, I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. No, I pay attention more to the red flags now. Like, once you start showing me who you are, it's not aligning with what standards I have in mind. That's it. Like, I don't want to keep continuing on and seeing if you're gonna change or if you have potential to change or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
At all.
So,
So yeah, I don't think nothing's changed because baby, I ain't never give no benefit of the doubt. My friends say I'm hard, but child, I don't give benefit of the doubt. I look at red flags. But I think probably what changes is sometimes now because I'm like, dang, my finger is still bare. So I don't know if I give benefit of the doubt, but I feel like I'm more open as well. And also it's my age too, because now I'm like, well, dang, I'm not in school no more. I'm not. So like, it's kind of like I'm in that next phase. So it's like, I feel like I'm looking more now. And as versus when I was younger, I wasn't looking as much. So now I'm not like, oh, I need a man, or like, oh, I'm married. But I feel like now I'm more like looking like, okay, like I can find a man, I can balance like maybe child because I be so busy. But it's like, okay, I'm open to a relationship. I think now more I'm open to a relationship. But then when I see everything about cheating, lying, and dudes and the recent teaser thing, I'd be like, child, I think I'm good off that, okay? But there's a good, fine, young, God-fearing Christian man that wants some kids and to take care, I'm open. But baby, if you're lying, cheating, and stealing, it's closed. So,
so the men that's watching this, we're both single.
Yeah.
You just heard
you have a good man.
Standards, so,
okay, period. Come with the standards, but don't be trying to show me the standards and then you fall off. Because baby, once you fall off, I'm gonna be going off. So there. Okay. So yeah. Anything else about dating?
I think that's really about it. I mean, have you ventured into like online dating? That used to be a huge thing in college, though. I was on POF. Yes, don't judge me. I was on POF. I didn't do Hinge, Tagged. I did do Tinder a couple times, but that was trash because men just wanted booty off of that. So I stopped being on Tinder.
But that's crazy because the people who I know to be on Tinder, they've gotten married.
Really?
Yeah, people have gotten married on Tinder. I'm like, I thought it was to have sex. Right. They was like, oh no, like people are really getting married and people are really dating from that. I'm like, well, let me go back and try it. I
will say that based off of online dating versus in-person dating, my longest relationship has been with a person from online.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
I heard about Hinge. This founder, he's the founder of Hinge. He's like, the app is supposed to be deleted or whatever, and he was like talking about Hinge, how's the dating app, and I was like, yeah, everybody is still single, but it's okay though. Shout out to you. I didn't really know anything about online dating or anything like that. I had POF like one time, but I really didn't know about POF. I didn't know anything. But I think my first introduction to online or app dating was Black, BLK.
Oh yeah, I have heard about that.
Yeah, and so
Black Planet too.
Yeah, so I think the first time I actually got on Black was in grad school because baby, I ain't see no Black people. So I think that's the first time that I did it. But then again, that's why I'm like I'm not trying to be real. Like the quality of men was like, what is this, baby? They got kids, they don't got no jobs. So yeah. Then Facebook dating kind of happened, and I like met some people on there, but I really haven't dated anybody online.
Okay.
I've been on dates with people from online though, because it's kind of hard to just find people. Like I don't know, I go to the store, go this, whatever. So I would say I do mostly more online dating, but clearly I'm still single, so it's like it's not really like good quality. Sometimes some people can't find them. They've been dating off Facebook dating. People like love Hinge. Oh, Bumble. People love Bumble. Yes, I'm like, child, I cannot find anything. So I've dibbled and dabbled in it, but I've taken a break now from just online dating because I just have a lot going on. So I have taken a break from online dating, and it's like, oh, I hope to find somebody just in like regular life or just regular doing what I'm doing, and also being more intentional. Like like I like to travel. I want somebody who's gonna want to travel. Maybe I'll find somebody on this, or like I want somebody who wants to go and do this thing. So also like just figuring out what things I like to do and like trying to go, not like go places look for in a man, but like just go to different places and stuff like that instead of like, because the one thing also online dating is I'm not really an introverted person, but I know there's a lot of men on there are mostly introverted. And I'm like, child, you don't have no conversations. You don't go nowhere. You don't do anything. Some of them are like that. And it's just like, child, I'm pulling teeth trying to get you to say hi. No, and I'm chasing you. No way, Jose. Okay, you better go get that Jose Cuervo and talk, okay? But yeah, so that is my experience with apps and online dating.
So yeah, I don't have anything else to talk about. Other than I'm still single.
Still single or mingling?
Yes, mingling at this point. So.
Oh, you don't want to mingle?
I'm kind of in between. I'm kind of like, I want to worry about my career, and I also do want to be intentional and date somebody to potentially settle down. It's hard. Really is.
I would negate the settle down word, because I think that's what get people like. I don't really want to settle down. I still want to live and everything like that. It's just like I just want to find my person to be able to do that. Yeah, because I feel like that's the whole thing. Like settle down. It's like no, it's not like settle down. You're just like marrying somebody that you love, and like now, but people don't be thinking about partnership. They don't be thinking about all these different things. So it's just like, no, like I don't really, it's not I want to settle down. I just want to enjoy life with you, you know? Right. So I think that is what we, kind of culminate. So we have a new segment that we're going to do, and it's going to be putting us in the hot seat. We're going to get to guess about each other things or whatever. Y'all can guess as well too, but this is just like the fire rapid segment, so y'all can just get to know us a little bit more and see maybe what our questions are or our answers. So the hot seat is definitely not sponsored, but it's called The Game That's All About You. I'm gonna ask it, and then you're gonna guess it, and then I'll guess it for you. This card is not that good, so let's get a new card. What is the easiest word I can't spell correctly? But I don't think you would know that about me.
Oh no, I wouldn't know something.
Yeah, like that, or like maybe if do you have a word that you cannot spell that messes you up?
I would say charcuterie.
The charcuterie board.
Yes. I don't know what it is. I don't know how to spell charcuterie. I know how to say it, but I don't know how to spell it. It's something about those vowels that mix me up. Yeah.
It's so many words. Yeah. I know mine is so many words. I don't even know. When I was younger, I would say a word was Mississippi.
Mississippi.
You gotta be like, MISS, hump, IS, hump back. I'll be like, child, hump back. Like, that one was an okay one, but we're gonna see if we can get something bigger. It says, dang, these aren't good. What is at the top of my bucket list? So you can say like, what's at the top of your bucket list?
I would say the top of my bucket list is probably just traveling more. Like I want to eventually go to Dubai.
Oh yes.
I think I do want to go to Japan one day as well.
I know some people are in Japan.
Yeah, just having like a really successful career. Hopefully, having a bucket list of having a podcast show one day. Trying to speak that in manifestation.
Okay, yes. So, I was like, baby, y'all can meet us in Dubai, okay, for a girls' trip. Period. Yes. What is at the top of my bucket list is to be a millionaire. Okay. Yeah, be a millionaire. That would be really, really cool. To be a millionaire, and also to definitely travel. I feel like I haven't really traveled as much as I wanted to, and so it's like I kind of get sad with where I could go. But I've been to like I think 5 continents.
That's so
yeah, maybe 4. This continent. Yeah, I gotta remember continents. Okay, let me count. I've been to Europe, Asia, because here. Oh yeah. Africa. Mm-hmm. So that's 4, right? Asia, Europe, Africa, and then America. So I've been to 4. I almost said 5. Yeah. So there's 3 more: South America, Antarctica, child, and Australia. I don't know if I'm gonna get to those 2, but I would like to go to South America.
Yeah, that would be fun.
So yeah, that is our hot seat. Yes. So yeah, we're just gonna do a couple of those just for fun. Some of them might be risque, some of them, But let us know like what's on the top of your bucket list, and then what word can't you spell correctly? Because we know y'all got a couple of them. Right. Okay.
And as you guys know how we always end off our episodes, we are going to say some affirmations just for you all to get some encouragement for your week. So yeah, we are going to pick one of those now.
So we are using the Brave, Strong, and Smart. That's me. It's a set of 60 cards. This is not sponsored, but we hope that one day it will be. So we're going to pick a card, and we're just going to read them out loud for you all.
Oh, I like this one.
Okay, so I am going to read one as well. I just have all of these.
I guess I can read mine first.
Okay.
So mine is, I think the biggest part of being a girl boss in the office, at home, or anywhere you go is just knowing your value. Meghan Markle. And as we know, Meghan Markle is definitely a boss chick. So yeah.
Period. Yeah, I like that. Mine is, a strong woman is a woman determined to do something others are determined not to be done. Marge Piercy.
Nice.
So, yes. Go and be great. As what these are telling us to do. So, yeah, hopefully y'all enjoy this episode.
Yes, please. And as y'all know, to make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, make sure that you guys also listen to us. If you cannot watch us, we are now on Google Podcasts, Amazon, we are on Spotify, we're on iHeartRadio, and we're on Podbean. And I know we're on different platforms as well. We're on pretty much
Apple
everyone.
Podcasts and
Apple
Google.
Podcasts, yes. And make sure, as usual, y'all share this video with your friends, your mother, your auntie, your cousins, anybody. So yeah,
because we all need them to hear us.
exactly.
Have a great day. Bye.